Welcome to the first annual Lacrosse Award Show, an evening both honoring and disgracing the Bitcoin community. Surfer Jim, that's an amazing outfit, by the way. Incredible, incredible. Some people dressed in black tie, and some people wore top hats. You actually went above and beyond. I appreciate that. So thank you, everybody, for coming. This is a very random event, I'm sure, for everybody. But it's going to be a great time. So just a little background for everyone. I am Lacrosse. Years and years ago, I taught a young boy named Marty. He was a little whiny wiener, used to wet his pants on the field, cry to his mommy for juice boxes at halftime. And I tried to teach him everything I know, but it didn't really rub off. Years later, Marty was shilling some kids' charity. Like, why would you give your money to something like that? And I was able to do a little affinity scam and get a lot of those sats. So it interested me in the world of Bitcoin by stealing all that money. Eventually, Marty found out the trick that people were sending it to Al's Lacrosse and not Owl's Lacrosse. Woohoo! And that was the origin of Al's Lacrosse. I've now dedicated my life to harassing Marty Bent. But I learned about Bitcoin along the way, so all's well that ends well with that. So we're going to get going here. We have several categories. I'm going to start off the first annual Al's Lacrosse Award with the best Bitcoiner diet, which is not working. Turn this off, turn this on again. There we go. Best Bitcoiner diet. And the nominees are Safety Anonymous for beef, Jimmy Song for beef, Beefsteak Josh, also known as Away Slice, for beef. I'm seeing a pattern developing here. Michael Bitstein Goldstein, what's his diet? Beef, all right. The hell's wrong with you people? Don't you eat anything else? And our final nominee is Pierre Rochard for, wait, the broken dreams of Ethates. And the award goes to suspense is killing you all, I'm sure. Pierre Rochard. Step 1, grow a beard. Step 2, become a savage. Step 3, run the numbers. Pierre could not be here tonight, so accepting the award in his place is Parker Lewis, who is not with us at the moment. Everyone accepting this award could not make it tonight. I don't know if Parker's here. Parker? No? All right, well, I think you all know the story behind this. Pierre caused a little bit of controversy in the world, which you're all familiar with. But we'll move on to the next one because no one is here to accept it. All right, the next award is not working. All right, the most significant halving of the year. And the nominees are Surfer Jim's weight on the carnivore diet. Woo! Nice. That is a very significant halving. The Bitcoin Network for block subsidy. Woo! Trace Mayer for Trace's status in the Bitcoin community. I may have miscalculated the half part there, maybe a little bit beyond that. The United States of America for cities I would like to visit. That has cut sharply in half in this year. And the award goes to Trace Mayer. Most significant halving. I do have to read a disclaimer because Trace is not here to accept it. BitBlockBoom would like you to know that the Al's Lacrosse Awards in no way legally represent the views of the founders of BitBlockBoom or any business entities tied to BitBlockBoom. Please do not sue us. All right. Yeah, that one, I didn't think he'd be here. Next category, best conference during a plague year. The nominees are The Plague of Athens, I'm going to need help here, guys. Okay, for SouvlakiCon 430 BC. That was a very, very popular gathering in the ancient times of Athens. Plague totally ruined it. It sucked. It was real bad. Fatal levels of body odor. San Diego Comic-Con, years starting with a 2. Sorry if anybody likes Comic-Con, but come on. The Black Death. Feudal Fest 1350. Corona election lockdown. We're gonna have to advance on here. BitBlockBoom 2020. And the award goes to COVID versus Hurricane, Coronacane Block Boom. Gary, if you'd like to accept this award, I think we all deserve it, or we all think you're the one who deserves it. Yeah, that was just the beautiful finishing touch, the double hurricane encroaching on Texas. Gary, congratulations.
Not only am I happy to accept this award, I am happy to be the first in-person recipient of the House Lacrosse.
Issues with that so far.
Yeah, the first in-person recipient of the House Lacrosse Awards. Thank you. Thank you.
I would give you a gold trophy, but I'm cheap, so that's not gonna happen. The awards are the love you bring to BitBlockBoom. All right, next category is the hottest dating profile. I gotta say this had its origins in the Dirtbag Friday meetup. We may have run a lot of people's information through Russian spyware to create these, but in for a penny, in for a pound, it was done already. Decided to make good use for it. Hottest dating profile, first nominee is Sadie. Sadie prefers her time like her men, long. High heels should have 5 toes on them. Some of you go get that joke, some of you don't. Sadie does not want to go to the Cheesecake Factory and eat your Fiat Industrial sludge. That is not going to be a good date if you take Sadie out. For those of you who haven't figured out who that is, Casimir is our next nominee for hottest dating profile. How'd you like to smoke my hookah? Casimir's ideal date is to go sailing and then disappear forever under assumed names with a fake passport from St. Kitts. Casimir's abs are like Clark Moody's website, dashboard. Andrea. Andrea wasn't happy about this. Yeah. Andrea was not a good sport about this one. We have our next nominee, hottest dating profile, Matilda. Woo! Matilda's ideal date, if everything goes really well, she might even let you know her real location. She already bought the domain name for her wedding website. Humble in the streets, degenerate gambler in the sheets. Woo! Our next dating profile is Penelope. This is a thinker. Some of you will know this right away. Penelope knows she's never done anything like, or said she never did anything like this, but she just said that so you'd click. Not high maintenance, but you're gonna have to give her more interest than BlockFi. In bed, Penelope always rolls over and says, "So, what'd you think of that?" Some of you are not getting that one at all. I'm very disappointed in you. All right, and the award goes to Matilda. I can already tell Matt's pissed at me.
Where's my award?
Your award is the love that you bring to people.
This is sad. You guys all have an issue. It's a problem. You know, I'm gonna work through it with you guys, week by week, brick by brick, block by block, and we're gonna go through it. and we'll get through this. Like, you guys will be all right. Like, it'll be fine. Like, we can handle it. Don't use the face swap services. And I do look pretty good. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up. This is all fucked up. And can you actually give me an award though?
I'll have to.
Do you have an award?
I gave you an award. You're not even wearing it.
Give me a firm handshake.
You're not even wearing it. I bought Matt a hat, and he's not even wearing it.
I'm not wearing it because BTC Pay Server is one of the most important projects in the space, and everyone should contribute. They should use it, and they should support it. And I think that's really important. Do you agree?
Yes. Thank you for.
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you.
Even though I didn't bid on your stuff, Matt's very angry at me right now. In my defense, we did use his most doxed photo. So. All right, this one, a little more serious, is the greatest Bitcoin boomer. It is impressive that some of these guys are into Bitcoin. I have a hard enough time shilling Bitcoin to people in their 20s and 30s. The fact that these guys had the vision and could embrace this is pretty impressive to me. First nominee is Gary, the T1000 Leland. He's unstoppable. You cannot stop him, you can only hope to contain him. Our next nominee is Prudential's George Ball, who actually came through pretty cool about 2 weeks ago. The government will not simulate markets forever. For those of you who didn't see it, look him up. This is legit. Next nominee, Bitcoin Tina. You may want to read Bitcoin Tina's quote. Tina says, I got to do the accent. Seriously, what else can I tell you? You're going to be eating Bitcoin for breakfast. You'll commute to work inside of Bitcoin. Marrying a UTXO will be mandatory in 3 years. Elon Musk's next child will be named SHA-256. If you think that's bullish, you should hear what some of my really bullish friends are saying. I messed it up. All right, next, Warren Rat Poison Buffett. So this is a little too small for some of you in the back to read. So I'll let it go up a little bit so I don't catch. Yeah, well, it's not the age, it's the lack of caring about learning. It's really the problem. I think Gary said Warren Buffett is his mom. That's surprising. I start every day by ordering a Happy Meal. That way I know for certain that the other statements I make will be not as short-sighted. Money printer going burr has worked for my whole life, so there's no reason why that time period immediately following the greatest war in history and the establishment of the dollar as the uncontested global reserve currency shouldn't continue forever and ever. Maybe start thinking about gold because shit is about to get cray-cray. Next nominee, Surfer Jim the Renovator. Aw, look at that picture. Cute little dog. Jim's, you kind of just have to hear his voice in your own head reading that. But Jim gets worked up, spits some hot fire, got the passion for Bitcoin. But, Uncle Jim Odell is a very famous Bitcoin boomer. Everybody needs an Uncle Jim. I'll wait for this to load a little faster and then read it. For those of you who can't read the small print in the back. It says, my nephew gave me this little calculator looking thing and said it was going to make me rich someday. But joke's on him. I got one on my phone already. So I traded it to some guy at Bingo for a pack of Newports. Kids these days need to get some street smarts. That is Uncle Jim Odell, everyone. All right, and the award goes to... This is a split. Jim, Gary, Tina, the best Bitcoin boomers out there. Guys, come up and say hi. Jim, you deserve a rant.
All right, everybody should learn to surf at the Long Island Surf Park next year when it's built. I'm in consultant on the project. It's going to be awesome. Everybody's going to be a Bitcoin surfer, and we're going to be making waves and sats at the same time at our surf park. Thank you very much.
You know, I'm just going to say, I don't want to sound cocky, but I was the first person to receive an ANARDS Lacrosse Award. And I'm the first person to receive 2 ANARDS Lacrosse Awards. Am I up for anything later tonight? Can I make this a three-peat? I just want to know now. Because I'm going to go with my wife up to the room if not. But if we are, I'll stay. Okay, I'll stay. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Honestly, it is amazing that those guys are here and into Bitcoin. For people who've lived with the dollar and the frustration of no gold standard their whole life, we all know some well-known people have been like that who, once they saw Bitcoin, they were so embittered they just couldn't see the opportunity there at all. So it's really awesome that these guys are on board. All right, best parody account. The first nominee, Marty Zal. Whoa, back up. I think maybe my sensor's working now. Marty Zal. Woohoo! Female Hodl. I'll let you guys read these yourselves. It's better not in my voice. I think I can advance these now. It seems to be working. Next parody account. Relevant Peter Schiff. The next nominee for best parody account is Andrea Santinopoulos. And the Owls Across Award for best parody account goes to All right, so I'm sure you all know that Andreas could not be here tonight. On a semi-serious note, I will always have a special place in my heart for Andreas. I would not know about Bitcoin if not for him. He really was my doorway into it, hearing him interviewed on Joe Rogan. I fell down the rabbit hole after hearing that interview. But it goes to show you that we don't all always land on the same page. We see different things. This community has a powerful immune system. The intolerant minority, as they call it, which is very helpful. But yeah, we can have different views. Some of those views may end up being ridiculous. But if you had told me a few years ago that I would be standing at a Bitcoin conference saying that I knew something better than Andrea Santinopoulos, that would be pretty insane. But I think a lot of you would agree that we have hit that point. But Andreas is the best parody account. I will stop being sincere for a moment there. All right. All right. The next category is least humble behavior. Jason Williams going parabolic for $91,000 stacks on Cash App. Calvin Iyer. This one just appeared in my slides. I had nothing to do with making this whatsoever. You'll have to read that one yourselves. I had nothing to do with that. I wouldn't engage in anything. That was really probably the most amazing argument for hanging out with a bunch of 15-year-olds that I've ever heard. American Hodl. I mean, where do you even start with this guy? The 21 coin stack, the incessant shit talking, the Cash App screenshots, OPSEC be damned, the I was right posts. These awards are almost over, and breaking this down could take hours. Davey Day Trader. The Hardy Voss twins, case of the weak hand stack. That was not humble behavior whatsoever. And the award goes to American Hodl. Oh. Is American Hodl still here to accept his award? Are you kidding me? Somebody go get him. If I had a camera following me, we would do a live shot. Flies all the way to Dallas to go hang out in the bar. Guy lives in Vegas. You can't find a fucking bar in Vegas? Seriously? Yeah, these are, some of these are really some incredible galaxy brain moments. Davey J. Schrader, don't get it whatsoever. I don't know if that's a LARP. I don't know if that's just the most weak hand you've ever seen in your life. Come on, American Hodl, we're waiting on you. We're almost done, guys, so. Yeah, we got a long night ahead of us. That would also have been a good photo for the gender swap Tinder profiles. Speaking of which, I didn't hear a lot of comments or a lot of commotion during the black and white photo under the dating profiles. Did anyone not get who that was and therefore not get any of the jokes? Who was Peter McCormick, guys? American Idol, least humble, least attentive. Come on. So, you don't know this because you were in the bar, but you did win the award for smallest penis. So if you'd like to accept.
Took a lot of work. I had to chop off a few inches. Not proud of it.
It actually is least humble.
Yeah. Okay, here you go.
That's your speech? The biggest shit talker in the history of Bitcoin. And that's your speech?
He's 6.15 now.
6.15. All right. Man. So this is the moment that you've all been waiting for. The crowning of Miss Bitcoin. It's a very special moment. Our nominees are Caitlin Long, Miss Wyoming. Kate Ananina, Miss International. Amity Udawar, Miss Cordev. I'm on pins and needles, guys. The award, the winner is Miss Bitcoin 2020. Wait, this can't be right. What's going on here? Who did this? This is a fraud. Bent, where are you? Bent, get up here. Bent. Here he is, Miss Bitcoin 2020. Oh, where is he? Is he hiding? Marty! I got a sash for you! Back when Marty was a young lacrosse player, he told me his dream was always to be Miss Bitcoin 2020. It was amazing because like back in 2001, how the hell do you even know what Bitcoin was? But as the circle turns, I need to put this on you.
This is toilet paper.
Of course, it's made out of toilet paper, by the way. Oh, I put it on backwards, of course.
You're all enablers. You're enabling a sick individual right now. I hope you know that.
Hand of God. Yeah. So those were the official Owls Lacrosse Awards. Just wanted to have just a couple thoughts to close out because this is the end of this. I mentioned this earlier, but if you've ever had a moment in your life where you feel like if you looked into a crystal ball and you'd be very confused as to what the hell is going on, this is that moment for me. I came to BitBlockBoom for the first time a year ago. Didn't know anybody here. I just knew people from seeing them online. And found it to be right away, it was such a welcoming environment. It was not what I thought a conference would be like at all. I thought it was going to be just all these people and you'd have the speakers up on stage and then like if you went and talked to them, they'd be like, leave me alone, want no interest in that. The environment here is incredible. I really appreciate that from Gary. I came up with Owls Lacrosse just sort of on a lark in the middle of the night, listening to TFTC when we found out that 90% of the listeners did not know that it was OWL's Lacrosse, which, by the way, donates to Owls Lacrosse for real. It's a great charity. They help kids. What's that? It is true. That is the first sponsor of the Owls Lax podcast. I have a podcast if you want to look it up. It was a 50,000 sat sponsorship, I believe, which is more than some of us were willing to pay for a cutting board last night. So that's something to say. You know, it's been a very interesting experience with that. I hope everybody's enjoyed it. It's rolled from me just incessantly shit talking. Am I being played off my own stage right now? This is an outrage. I am furious. That was a good joke, whoever decided that. In addition to incessantly talking shit to Marty, it's allowed me to do some things that I didn't think I'd be able to do. I really wanted to recreate the environment of BitBlockBoom as something that people could attend year-round all the time. And Dirtbag Friday was born out of that, which is it's a live Zoom meetup. Yeah. So, I'm going to get a little serious about this, but in a year where things have not been going so great, I was surrounded by people in the world who are always just they're acting like it's the end of everything. Everything's all bad. Nothing good is ever happening. And every Friday I sit down with the dirtbags, and these Bitcoiners are telling me there is a future. We have a high road to take. It's not going to be gloom and doom. There's a high road out of this. And it's really inspirational. So I'm ruining my image right now by getting emotional, but I came here as somebody who didn't know anybody last year, and we have this family now of the Dirtbags, and it's absolutely incredible. I'm so appreciative of all you guys who come to it. Everybody's welcome to come to it. It's so much bigger than me. I mean, I push go on the Zoom. It's really everybody who attends who makes it what it is. And it's been an amazing experience. I hope it continues. I hope we come up with bigger and better things to do as time goes on. Bitcoin's going to keep moving, and we're going to be sitting on top of a rocket ship while everybody else is just looking down. We're looking at the stars, and there's all this incredible stuff happening. So thank you again, Gary. This didn't have to happen. This could have been, I do want to take this opportunity to also say there is a project I'm working on called Al's LaCoin. Our ICO is soon. We are better than Bitcoin. We handle mining for you. Our centralized mining process means you don't have to spend any electricity. We do all. What? I'm outraged. Hand to God, this is the worst place I've ever been. Screw you all. There is somebody does have something they'd like to give to Gary, so if you want to come up and talk about that. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna. Oh, here. What else?
Well, yeah. Just kind of cap off. This is not really part of the Lacrosse, but on behalf of everybody here, if I do may actually take it, the final award for the Dirtbag at Lacrosse is the actual Bitcoin MVP for the weekend. The one that came through to get this event here. Gary Leland with the trophy is the Tito's Vodka. Come on up and accept your award. 3 times. Thank you.
Now, that's my kind of award. And how'd you know I drink Tito's? Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming. This has been a great weekend. You know what? This is the difference between, I said it earlier, difference between Bitcoiners and shitcoiners, right, guys? Al, excellent. And I can't believe I was the first 2-time recipient. Excellent. Thank you for the Tito's. This will go to great use. Everybody, I hope we all do this next year. I hope we have a blast. I hope Bitcoin goes through the fucking roof. I hope BTC Pay Server becomes the biggest thing in the damn world. I appreciate everybody that donated to them. I appreciate everybody for coming. And I appreciate the crew that did all the video work back here and the stuff back here. Actually, I appreciate all the bartenders, even though I paid them, but they did a great job of filling those drinks. I appreciate you guys coming. Thank you.
As a great man once said, stay humble and stack sats.